Hi there everyone and welcome to Classic Reviews. The CDs I will be reviewing today are by the American band Cheap Trick. Now I own two Cheap Trick greatest hits, which are the very best of Cheap Trick, which I think was a Sony Music release from 2007, which focuses on songs from the late 70s, early 80s, while the 2000 released authorised greatest hits has a more varied track list. Both CDs feature live performances of songs as well as the original studio tracks. Now, it's worth mentioning that Cheap Trick are brilliant live even now, and the live tracks on both these greatest hit CDs certainly prove that. The tracks on the authorised greatest hit CD were actually picked by the band members themselves, and it does feature a mixture of well-known hits and deep cuts as well as a few live songs. As I'm going to talk about two greatest hit CDs, I'm going to start off by talking about tracks that are on both compilations. So the opening track on both these CDs is their main song, I Want You to Want Me. The authorised greatest hit CD features the iconic live version from the Live at Budokan album, while the other greatest hit CD features the studio version from the album in colour. I think I speak for most people that I prefer the live version, which has a faster tempo and better energy than the studio version, and it does feature two guitar solos instead of one. The second track on the authorised album, which is also the 12th track on the other Greatest Hits album, is the Fats Domino cover Ain't That a Shame. This is another track that's off the Live at Budokan album, and it's one of many examples of a cover being better than the original. It has a great guitar-driven drum intro that really highlights the great musicianship this band has. Rick Nielsen is the guitarist and main songwriter of the band, and he really is a great guitar player who plays some crazy-looking guitars. As demonstrated by the song I just talked about, Bun E. Carlos is a great drummer, and Tom Peterson, the bassist, plays a 12-string bass. And last but not least, you have Robin Zander, who is a great singer and frontman, and he can still sing pretty good now. One more thing I'll say with this song in mind is that it's featured in a playlist I've made called Great Covers. Please check that out. The third song on the authorised greatest hits, which is also the second to last song on the other greatest hits CD, is one of my favourite Cheap Trick songs, and it's the song Southern Girls. The authorised CD features the studio version from In Colour, whereas the other greatest hits CD features the live version from the Live at Budokan album. Both versions are great, and the live version does have a good intro, but I personally prefer the studio version. The fourth song off the authorised greatest hits CD, which is also the ninth song on the other greatest hits CD, is the song Surrender, which is off the Heaven Tonight album. Both these greatest hits albums feature a studio version, and the lyrics are quite humorous in a way, really talking about a young person's parents, really. When the band plays this live, I think this is the song where Rick Nielsen plays that crazy 5-neck guitar. The sixth song off the authorised greatest hits, which is also the 11th song on the other greatest hits CD, is the song Dream Police. The lyrics are basically about having a guilty conscience that won't let you sleep, and like the previous song I mentioned, both greatest hits CD feature the studio version, which is off and the song Dream Police is off the album of the same name. The bridge of this song is actually sung by Rick Nielsen rather than Robin Zander. Track number 7 off the authorised greatest hits, which is also the 5th song on the other greatest hits, is the song If You Want My Love, which is off the One on One album. This is a very Beatlesque song that was a big hit in Australia when it came out in 1982. The authorised greatest hits CD features an alternate studio recording, which is longer than the original with an extra bridge, while the other greatest hits CD features a tight live performance of this song. Second to last song off the authorised greatest hits, which is also the sixth song on the other greatest hits CD, is the song Can't Stop Falling Into Love. This song is off the album Busted, which came out in 1990. So it's one of the latest songs, if not the latest song, on both greatest hits album I've got. Now, this song does have a Rod Stewart thing going on, and there is a line in the song that's similar to the opening line of the Rod Stewart song Hot Legs. And funnily enough, Robin Zander did present a demo of this song to Rod Stewart, to which he did show an interest in recording it. But Cheap Trick's label stopped that from happening and they recorded it themselves. So now I'm going to talk about the songs that are on just the authorised greatest hits album. The fifth song on this CD is the song Stop This Game. This song is the only song off the Beatles' George Martin produced album All Shook Up. That was released in 1980. It starts off mellow and then the guitars and other instrumentation kicks in. But one thing that doesn't change throughout the whole song is the intense vocal performance from Robin Zander. Track number 8 is the song Tonight It's You, and it's the only song on this CD that's from the 1985 album called Standing on the Edge. Now, it may not be much of a surprise that this is the only song on here from that particular studio album, as some people consider it the only good song on the album. Me personally, I think it's actually quite a nice song to listen to, especially when it gets to chorus. Track number 9 is the song called Everything Works If You Let It, which I think was done for a film, I think. It starts off with a psychedelic type intro and then it sort of kicks in properly. And this track was produced by George Martin, so it does have a Beatles type vibe influence going on, especially with the vocal performance. Track number 10 is the song called Mandocello, or Mandocello. And this is the only song off on the authorised greatest hits album that's off their self-titled debut album. That was released in 1977. Not only is it probably the oldest song of this CD, it's also one of the slower songs too. I think it's called Mandocello because Rick Nielsen was playing a mandocello and liked the tuning of it, so he was ballad. Track number 11 is a live track of the song I Can't Take It. The song is originally on the 1983 album called Next Position Please, and this live performance is from the live album Music for Hangovers that was released in 1999. The song itself is a great pop rock Beatlesque song, and this live performance is a very good type performance that just goes to show how great the band are live. Track number 12 is one of my favourite Cheap Trick songs, and it's the song called She's Tight. This song is off the One by One album that was released in 1982. Now, as you can imagine by the song title, it's a very sleazy song, but at the same time, it's also a very upbeat song with a great sing-along chorus. The band Steel Panther covered this song with Robin Zander involved in the chorus and the music video. Bobby Jean Brown is also in the explicit music video too. Track number 13 is theme song for the TV show That 70s Show. And this song is based on a song from the early 70s called In the Street, which is by an American rock band called Big Star. The song is a fun song with fun lyrics that talk about hanging out with your friends and describe that particular time period, really. Todd Griffin formed the song for the first series, and I think Cheap Trick's version was used from the second season onwards. Track number 14 is from the 1990 release Busted, and it's the song called Walk Away. Now, this song features Chrissie Hynde from the Pretenders joining Robin Zander on vocals. This is a nice, easy listening song, and the two singers do actually complement each other very, very well. The last song on the authorised greatest hits album is one hell of a live performance of their big hit, The Flame. The original recording of The Flame is on their 1988 album Lap of Luxury. And this song wasn't actually written by the band themselves. It was actually written by two other songwriters who offered it to some female singer first. She turned it down. So despite the band not liking the song when they first heard it, they recorded it and it started a bit of a comeback for the band in the late 80s. It's also interesting as well that such a big hit wasn't featured on the other greatest hits CD that I've got. So now I'm going to talk about songs on the other greatest hits CD that I got from the band Cheap Trick. This CD does have quite a few live tracks, all of which do show how good the band are live. Track number 2 is the classic opening track Hello There, which is from the album In Colour that was released in 1977. This is a live track you hear, and it's a song that they use as the opening song of their gigs. It's a very energetic song that's less than 2 minutes long, but even then it's still regarded as one of rock's greatest opening songs. Track number 3 is a song that's off their self-titled debut album, and it's the song called Hello Kitties. This is a good song, and the main thing I really hear is that it has a British glam rock influence to it. Like if you listen to a song or two from Gary Glitter and the band The Sweet, then listen to this song after, you'll see what I mean. Track number 4 is a live performance of their song Come On Come On, which is off the album In Colour. And it's not a long song, being under 3 minutes long, but it's still a very good song nonetheless. Track number 7 is a cover is a cover of a song from a British band called The Move, and the song Cheap Trick are covering is called California Man. Bands like The Move and ELO were big influences on Cheap Trick, and with this particular cover, they do put their own spin on this cover by having an instrumental break that's based on another song by The Move. This song is off the Heaven Tonight album, which was released in 1978. For track number 8, we go back to the In Colour album for the song Big Eyes. This is one of my favourite songs on this particular Greatest Hits album, and it does feature some great guitar playing from Rick Nielsen. Big Eyes is likely a euphemism for big breasts, and it's a live performance you hear of this song on this Greatest Hits CD. Track number 10 is off the album Dream Police that was released in 1979, and it's the song called Way of the World. Main thing I can think of to really say about this song is that it's a Titan-driven rock song, really. The third to last song on this Greatest Hits CD is a live performance of the song Oh Caroline. The song Oh Caroline is from the In Colour album, and it features great guitar playing from Rick Nielsen at the intro and the end of the song, not to mention a great vocal performance from Robin Zander that makes it a good song to say the least. The last song on this CD is fittingly a live performance of the song Good Night. All this song is just the opening song Hello There with slightly different lyrics. Where Hello There is a great opening song, this is such a great driven closing song. For the Budokan live album, they had to change around the order of the songs on the album track list. As with the actual concert itself, Good Night wasn't the closing song, and Ain't That a Shame was the closing song. So on the album, it is a bit out of sequence where they had to swap like the last few songs around. So that's it for this quick 2 for the price of 1 CD review. Both compilations are good CDs to own and listen to. I do personally prefer the first Cheap Trick's Greatest Hits CD I bought, which is the authorised Greatest Hits CD, but does have the wider spanning track list. But both Greatest Hits CD I've got and spoken about are good. Please like and subscribe and leave a nice little comment below, and check out some playlists on my channel. Cheers.